Hey guys, I've seen a lot on Reddit and other message boards recently that people are really struggling to make the houses in Sanctuary look good. You may know I posted my little video the other day where I kind of did a little walk around of my town. I also have actually basically boarded up all the walls and I even have ceilings. And I'll show you how to do that. But the motivation for that, and which is bothering a lot of people, is that these houses are kind of difficult to work with. They have no ceilings, so there are holes everywhere. The light's just pouring in. There's no windows. Most of them, with the exception of your kind of starting house, none of them have doors, and you can't put doors on. They also have these little shitty little holes. So obviously this isn't post-apocalyptic game, so obviously these buildings would be damaged, but it would be nice to be able to actually build upon them. Right, I'm going to show you how to do that. Now, firstly, what you need is you need a nice wide area to build upon. In Sanctuary, you can just use these areas right here. I don't personally actually scrap these houses unless I'm building upon them. However, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to scrap this house now so I can just demonstrate. I obviously won't save over my own permanent save. So, right. What we need to do is you need to place down a load of wooden floors. Like this. They don't need to be massively straight, because you're only using this as a flat surface, not a guideline, but because I'm obsessive and it only takes a bloody second to do. Yeah. I'm on PlayStation, by the way, so I'm using the triggers, so they're a bit quirky. Right, so we just place them down. It's going to take, you probably notice, I've got quite a lot of wood, quite a lot of steel. This is going to take most of my wood to do. But, don't get in there, you bastard. Right, there we go. This, like that, and make them 3 deep. What you can do, and I'm probably going to do it for this one, is you can extend them one to the side there as well. The reason being is a lot of them are going to have garages, and it doesn't matter if they go over the garages a little bit. Right, so next we need a wall. Now, what you need to do when you're doing this is take note of where your clean, tidy corner is. You need a nice, clean, tidy corner that can fit just a decent amount of space like that. Normally, there was actually a fridge and stuff here. I don't normally get rid of those because they're structures I can't rebuild, and I kind of quite like having them in there. They add a lot of character to your home, but for the sake of this house, just doing it quickly, I've just deleted them. But just find a clear corner and put your wall where that corner is going to be. Now, for the actual ceiling, I would recommend upper shack upper floor. Now, you could use the flat kind of single story ones, I guess, but they don't block much light. If you see with these ones right here, they block a lot of light, whereas those ones don't. They have little gaps in between them. Wait, sorry. Come on, there we go. Right, so place them down like this, and you're basically using this, you're matching this to the floor. Now, a lot of you are probably already the guys who have figured out the various little techniques you can use to bypass the rather, what I would see as pretty unyielding structure building, are probably knowing what I'm doing already. But for those of you who don't, I'm going to use the rug glitch, but not the one where you basically put something on it. If you don't know what that is, just Google it. But effectively what you can do is you can put an actual object, not normally structure walls like this, but like fridges, nuclear cooler machines, and you can put them on a small rug and then actually move the rug and move the item with it, and it basically just bypasses it. It uses the collision of the rug. You can't do that with these, but I'm just going to do it like this. So you need a little board thingy in the corner. Next we need a ladder to go on the roof. Now, the reason why I use a ladder is, you may notice, this blocks quite a lot of light, but there are still little gaps. So those bottom floor parts don't go to waste, I'm going to put them all on the top. Now, I was going to say before exactly this. A lot of you those who know what I'm doing may think, well, why don't you just build one board and the wall and then build the roof? For some reason I did that the first time, because I thought that myself, because I thought I was kind of low on resources at the time. I thought it would save me some wood. It didn't really work. For some reason it made the rug sink into the floor. For some reason I think it might just be where the game thinks the placing is. So it didn't really work. So I just do that, because I already use these boards anyway, so it just makes it so it just doesn't feel fiddly. By the way, you may notice I put those in the centre, not the corner. The reason being is normally, if you try and put them in the centre, they'll basically fly out to the sides. Right, so just see like they're doing there. Still, oh for fuck's sake, you motherfucker. Right, okay, pop these in here like this. Here like this. All nice. Oh, all nice. Get in. Get in. Sorry. There we go. In we go. And again. And again. You look at my wood go down. It's insane. It doesn't use much steel, but I think I had close to 300 when I started, and I now have, yeah, a lot less. Right, so get rid of the stairs. Now, you've got a nice look. Wow, I mean, you could even quadruple it, but I think that's a bit OT. So now what we need is a rug. You notice that completely blocks the light, but we need to get it in first. So we place a rug, place it that way. You don't have to place it that way, I guess. It just means you can push it closer to the floor thing. Right, now, many of you guys might not know this. A lot of you do. If you hold, well, X, or I believe A on Xbox, and I'm assuming PC, it would be E. It selects the entire structure. Look, see, I'm selecting the high thing. It's all very nice. Now, this rug glitch is kind of like in between the one where you can move entire structures without actually worrying about it. It kind of makes it a little bit more flexible, but I can't, like, well, actually sometimes I can, but like I can't usually, for some walls, shove them in. It still kind of uses the wall collision. So what we're going to do, and the reason for this little board and the wall, is we're going to use them, because I can't actually look up and see the ceiling. I'm going to use them to measure how straight the ceiling is. There's nothing worth in doing all of this and then it be off-center. That will do. So I place that in, and voila. Look at that. To give you an idea, let's go to one of these houses down here and compare for a second. Absolutely atrocious. Would get me rather soaking if it was raining acid and generally burny a little bit. Go down here. It's all very nice. It's all very shady. Right, let me just show you as well. The reason I did it bigger is because I'd rather, like, some of the houses are a lot longer, but you can always take some off. But you probably guessed already, once you put this in place, you can't move it. So, for love of fuck, use the quick save. I'm going to leave those there because it doesn't really matter, but you can take those off as well. There just might be a gap if you don't, so maybe build something up there. Right, so we've done the ceiling now. I'm going to quickly show you the walls. I don't want to make this video massively long. I'll do one wall really quickly, and then what I'll do is I'll show you a finished house, one of my houses over there. So it's the exact same premise as before. So grab a rug. I like to use these wooden walls, by the way, because it looks boarded up. So grab a rug. I think I used a different rug that time. Okay. Don't know why I used a different rug. And then you can just slot them in here like this. You can do 2 of them. I do one. Do one first. And look at that, all boarded up. But still it's a little bit of light. So what we're going to do is we're going to make one more. And then we're going to move it slightly off-center to that one. And that will basically double board it. Double glazing, but with wood, basically. It just means that you're not getting any light in whatsoever. So you pop that down there like that. Select the rug properly. There we go. We pop this over here like this. And what you can do, you see, if I move it, I can see the light. So I can see the light coming through those boards. So what I do is I now just move it slightly to the side. And voila! It boards up the house. Look at that. Absolutely no light. Well, I mean, as much as I can be asked to do. You could also use metal or, like, I guess, steel walls or whatever. Don't forget to remove those, but I can't be asked right now. Now, finally, door. Door. The doors are a fiddly part, but they're doable. Right. Okay, so doorways. You just use your bog standard doorway. Get your bog standard rug, I guess. Place that bad boy down there. Put the doorway in first. The reason being is you're going to use that to measure where the door is. Actually, let's make it a green one. That's prettier. Hello, Brahmin. Right, so same thing. Hold X, or what the hell ever. And then you move it into place. Like this. Now, what you can do actually first, is before you do that, push it back. And basically get that little, you see the white line on the left? Just get it so the door's centered. So that's close enough. Then you pull it back. And for some reason it's doing a twat. Oh, fuck's sake. 1 second, move it around the back. You might be fiddly with this part because obviously you may notice it's the size of the step in front of the house. So just do it from the back, basically. You're going to be doing this a lot, by the way, and yes, this does take a lot of time. Yeah, you see, it's a lot easier now. Oh, wait. There we go, there we go, there we go. I'll do this vague. I'm not doing this completely straight because I don't want to take up too much of you guys' time. Boom, done, door, bosh. Look at that. Doorway. Now, obviously, again, if I was being a bit more secure, I mean, that's pretty close, but yeah, it's not completely straight, but you'll have to fiddle it around. But basically, that's the premise here. So I've got a nice house, all boarded up nice. Now, I'm not going to do the whole building because it would take me absolutely ages. It does take a while. I think it takes you about a good 30, 35 minutes, 40 minutes, depending how quickly you work. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you one I made much, much earlier to give you kind of a visual aid of what it actually does. So let's just go in one of these houses a second so you can actually see what a completely vanilla house, I guess, looks like. So, shit, sunshine everywhere. If you're a basement-dwelling hermit like me, that is just diabolical. My character does not actually have much stamina, as I have put barely anything into endurance, so sorry about this. Or is it agility? I forget. One of the two. Basically, he can't sprint very far. He's very unfit. So we go inside. Oh, let's turn the lights off, actually. There's the switch. Oh, there it is. All of my houses, by the way, are actually on their own little networks. I hate it when they do that, but oh well. Right, let's close the door. By the way, I appreciate this is actually a doorway, but whatever. So there we go. You can see it just feels a bit more cozier. Feels like a more lived-in house. And it kind of encourages you to then, like, right now you've got a lot of the light streaming through the ceilings and the walls, and you've got doors. It's just a lot more satisfying. So I hope that helps some people. I might show some videos later on how to do some maybe advanced wiring. For example, hello, Mr. Computer, inside my house, and some other little tricks. But for now, I'm going to leave it there. Hope that was help, and yeah, if you want any other tutorial videos, just post a comment on Reddit or on the YouTube channel. Take care. Thanks. Bye.